Alright, welcome back. In the last video we got everything we needed to be able to install Windows 10. Now let's actually see if we can start the actual installation process. Here's the deal. I'm going along this brand new just like you are. So there's a good chance that this video is going to drop quality in about halfway through because I'm not 100% sure how long I'll be able to keep Afterburner going, and I may have to shift to something that just captures the screen, so be warned. But we'll try to make it nice and pretty as long as we can. With that said, now we're not going to do it the standard way, which would be waiting for the GWX, which still hasn't shown up, for the little app to show up and says, "There's your Windows." It still hasn't said that, so we're going to see if we can start it off our newly created bootable USB key. I'm going to go here to Setup. There's the UAC prompt. Now, I'm not on. Before I did this, I did stuff like clean out all the temp folders and got rid of anything I didn't want on there, went through and ran a registry cleaner through there and cleaned all the extra crap out of there. So just kind of getting ready. But I'm not uninstalling anything. So I've got older versions of Office in here. I've got stuff that may not be compatible, but we're going to see what happens. This is, I'm figuring, a typical installation for most people. And, you know, they're going to do the upgrade. They're just going to go plow right into it, and we'll see what happens. There's supposed to be a lot of compatibility, but we'll see. You know, there was stuff that stopped working in Windows 8. I have, for example, I've got this USB-based digital TV tuner, this Total Media thing here. I don't know if that's going to work. It worked in 7, but I don't know if it's going to work in 10. The lack of a media player, a real media player in Windows 10, at least as of what they're calling Threshold, the summer release it's not there. So we shall see. But in the meantime, you see we hit setup and we're preparing. This is all running off the USB drive, and I'm seeing activity on not only the local hard drive, but of course also on the USB drive. So something's going on. Excuse me. But we'll see. Oh, the other thing that probably is going to go away too is, even though I know it's supposed to be a big security risk, I still use the little sidebar apps like that started in Vista. I'm wondering if that'll go away, or if that'll come over too. Lots of questions. Hopefully we have answers soon. But like I said, we're going to go through as long as we can with the screen cap, and then if we have to, we'll come back and we'll be on an uglier screen, something because my camera sucks, but that's not your problem. But you'll have the info and you'll get to see it. It'll be just like being there. You can suffer along with me, although it's not really suffering. If it totally borks my system, so what? I've got a backup of this. I can just blow out the drive and start over again. The other thing too is they don't give you any keys, and you're not supposed to need a key. You can skip right by that. As the insider, it should kind of just blow right past it, but we'll see. Okay, we'll let it download and install updates. Now I don't want to help make the install better. What's interesting too is they basically rehashed the Windows 8 installation. So, checking for updates. And yes, it's true that this release version Windows is 10. Was it 1 or 1240 or 1 or 240? So you guys that were running the preview versions, yeah, you've got your final copy. Okay, something's happening here. I'll have to stop the video to see what that text was. We're getting a few things ready. I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years back when Windows 8 came out, but my buddy Shotglass there did a video for me. and he was talking about how inane some of these prompts were, like as if I've never used a computer before. But well, you know, that's that. Kind of like to know what they're getting ready, but I dare not look at Task Manager unless it's happening. There's the EULA. Okay, now let's read this. Okay, good. I understand it all. Ah, choose what to keep. Okay, let's see what we're going to lose here. I wonder if it's going to take away my Microsoft Office and force me into Office 365. Truth is, well, this machine is what I call my production machine, but the only thing I've really been producing much on it lately are videos, which is another thing. I wonder if my video editing software is still going to work, but I really use my laptop more than I use this thing. I use this mainly for the video just because it's got more cores and more memory and more speed, but we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully it doesn't kill off my Afterburner app while I'm doing my video recording here. I saw something too. They said there's some little embedded screen capture or game capture app that's supposed to be in Windows 10. I don't remember exactly where that was, but it's supposed to be, it's there, it's installed. We'll have to check that out sometime, maybe do a video on it when I'm working on my gaming channel. Oh, by the way, I don't know, this is kind of unrelated, but I just checked my Twitter account, and I see, and apparently a lot of other people have gotten that, there's somebody sending something from supposedly from YouTube that says, hey, I identified your face in a video, which isn't even possible because I don't have my face in videos anymore, but don't click it. It's a lie. It's spam, and it tries to get you to download something, which is probably bad stuff. So just be aware. If you see something that says "I saw your face," it's nothing. Yes, I'm just kind of babbling on here because I don't know how long this is going to take, and I'm afraid to run away because it might just go to 100%, and I'll be standing here going so. Or actually, I wouldn't be standing here. I'd probably be watching TV. So, let's see. There is a lot of network activity. That's one thing I hope doesn't go away. I got this little network activity indicator, which kind of came over from XP. Some guy was nice enough to grab it out and make it available. I kind of like seeing the real-time, you know, coming and going on my network adapters, but hopefully that doesn't go away. You know, there's some things I like, and I just don't take internet connectivity for granted, so I like to know that something's actually happening. I guess I'm a control freak. Let's see, what are things that could be a possible issue? Possibly VirtualBox, VMware Workstation, MSI Afterburner maybe? Some of my anti-malware stuff, DOSBox, FileZilla, don't know. We're going to find out. If it just totally hoses everything, well, you know, I've got stuff like, I got TrueCrypt, an old version of TrueCrypt that I happen to like. Audacity, don't know if that's going to break. That should know. A lot of this stuff is pretty lightweight and independent. I'm sure the Win32 subsystem will keep working. But we don't know. I bet SuperScan won't work. CPU-Z will probably work. Hardware Monitor will probably work. I'll try out a few of these things when this thing's all up and installed, and we'll see what happens. Getting updates. That's interesting. Is it updating the OS, or is it getting updates for what I have? Because what it immediately did before this was seeing if I had compatible software. Interesting. We shall see. Alright, so it's finished looking at my system, and remember I said something about Windows Media Center? Well, here it is. Dun dun dun! Windows Media Center is installed on this PC. Windows Media Center will be uninstalled during the upgrade. It isn't available in Windows 10, which is kind of stupid. I mean, really? You've got like a multimedia platform and you have nothing to do content, really? You want me to do everything through a web browser? Really? Okay, whatever. Enough of a rant. I've just got VLC on here, so I guess I'll just have to get used to using that as a default, but which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I should also mention, not that it's really going to affect you, but this install showed up in Afterburner as a 3D process setup host, which is what is running this thing. So it was actually not allowing me to capture this desktop. So kind of interesting. Anyway, I fixed that by adding it to the exclusion list, and there's a couple of helpful videos on how to do that. But anyway, let's move ahead here. We'll confirm. Like I said, we're going to do it. Whatever it's going to do, it's going to do. Change what to keep. Okay, let's do the install. Let's see how far we get before we end up going to my crappy old camera. Off we go! Okay, during this, it's going to restart. You can see this is where we're going to end up. It's going to do the install and it'll restart, so I don't want to lose this video. So we'll come back to it hopefully on the other side. You'll see the installation. See you in a bit.